France. A name that instantly stirs images in the mind, a steaming café au lait on a Parisian terrace, cobblestone streets under wrought iron balconies, the distant outline of Montmartre, or a bottle of Bordeaux uncorked at sunset. But to reduce France to postcards of wine, cheese, and the Eiffel Tower would be like judging a library by its cover. France is far more than Europe's cultural gem, it is a nation stretched across the globe, weaving together fragments of history, conquest, and migration into one of the most fascinating identities in the world. Most people are surprised to learn that France actually spans 12 time zones, more than any other country on Earth. This is possible because France is not confined to Europe, it has an entire constellation of overseas lands, stretching from the Caribbean to the Pacific, from South America to the Indian Ocean, even to Antarctica. These territories, known collectively as the Outre-mer, are what give France a truly global presence. Some of these overseas regions, like Guadeloupe, Martinique, French Guiana, Réunion, and Mayotte, are considered legally equal to metropolitan France, with the same rights and codes of law. Others, such as French Polynesia, New Caledonia, and Saint-Pierre and Miquelon, enjoy greater autonomy, creating their own local legislation while still flying the French flag. Then there are the far-flung uninhabited territories, the Crozet Islands, Kerguelen, and Adelie Land in Antarctica, icy, barren, and populated mostly by penguins and researchers braving the winds. These places aren't just dots on a map. French Guiana, for instance, hosts the Guiana Space Center, one of the world's most efficient launch sites thanks to its proximity to the equator. Tahiti in French Polynesia is a magnet for travelers seeking paradise. And New Caledonia, with its Kanak people and unique hybrid citizenship, is still debating independence after centuries of colonial history. Altogether, these territories give France the world's second-largest exclusive economic zone, granting it vast control over oceans and resources. Back in Europe, France itself is often nicknamed Lexagon for its six-sided shape. It borders 8 countries, Belgium, Luxembourg, Germany, Switzerland, Italy, Spain, Andorra, and Monaco, and touches 3 seas, the Atlantic, the English Channel, and the Mediterranean. Within this compact hexagon lies an astonishing variety of landscapes, the lavender fields of Provence, the rugged cliffs of Brittany, the snow-capped Alps and Pyrenees, the volcanic Massif Central, and fertile river valleys threaded by the Loire, Rhône, and Seine. Paris, of course, is the beating heart. The City of Light has been a stage for revolutions, empires, and renaissances. Its streets blend centuries of history with modern energy, medieval cathedrals stand beside Art Nouveau boulevards and futuristic skyscrapers. Museums like the Louvre and the Musée d'Orsay guard treasures of civilization, while the Champs-Élysées and Montmartre pulse with life day and night. Yet Paris is only one story. France is a patchwork of cultural regions, each proud of its identity, Brittany with its Celtic roots, Alsace with Germanic flavor, Corsica with its fiery independence, and the Basque country where ancient traditions still thrive. Food is the country's other great pride. France is an agricultural powerhouse, blessed with fertile soil and a mild climate. It produces more varieties of cheese than there are days in the year, over 1,200, and is among the top wine producers on the planet, with Bordeaux and Champagne known across the globe. Every region offers something special, Brittany's buttery crepes, Dijon's mustard, Auvergne's hearty aligot, Alsace's choucroute, and Provence's fragrant bouillabaisse. The French diet is adventurous, not just beef and chicken but rabbit, duck, snails, frogs, and even horse. Burgundy alone produces millions of snails annually for eager diners. And in 2016, France became the first country to ban supermarkets from throwing away unsold food, instead requiring donation to charities, a revolutionary step in the fight against waste. France's influence extends far beyond its kitchen. It is a birthplace of ideas, science, and art. It gave the world the metric system, the Enlightenment philosophies of Voltaire and Rousseau, Pasteur's discoveries in microbiology, and the breathtaking canvases of Monet, Renoir, and Degas. It is the land of Edith Piaf's haunting voice, Debussy's impressionist harmonies, Chanel's timeless fashion, and Louis XIV's glittering Versailles. few nations have left such a diverse imprint on human history. Today, France is home to around 67 million people, making it the EU's second most populous nation. It is a tapestry of ethnic backgrounds, descendants of Celts, Romans, and Franks mingling with communities from North and Sub-Saharan Africa, Asia, and beyond. The French are famously protective of their language, with an academy devoted to preserving it since the 17th century. Even in the modern age of globalization, France insists on keeping its linguistic and cultural soul intact. Daily life in France reflects a different rhythm than much of the modern world. The French work fewer hours, retire earlier, and sleep more than almost anyone else in the developed world. Long lunches, mid-afternoon breaks, and evenings spent sipping wine on terraces are not luxuries but part of the fabric of life. This insistence on balance is deeply tied to their national character. Life is to be lived, not merely endured. On the international stage, France is a paradox of fiery pride and enduring friendship. Historic rivalries with England turned into playful banter, centuries of war with Germany transformed into the driving force behind European unity. Belgium is like a sibling, Quebec like a distant cousin. Ties to former colonies remain strong, especially in North Africa, while Japan, of all nations, shares a curious mutual admiration with France, two cultures fascinated by each other's traditions and artistry. In short, France is not just a country. It is an idea, a rhythm, a taste, a history. From the frozen winds of Antarctica to the warm lagoons of Polynesia, from the Gothic towers of Paris to the vineyards of Bordeaux, it continues to shape the world through its culture, its science, its politics, and above all, its unshakable pride. France is, and always has been, more than a nation on a map. It is a civilization that insists on being felt.